Police arrested this man from Texas outside the residence of the vice president. Investigators say he had weapons and a whole lot of ammunition. Good evening and thank you for staying up with us. I'm Lorenzo Hall. Now this all went down at the Naval Observatory on Massachusetts Avenue. Mike Valerio starts us off with new reporting about the suspect and why he was even here.
Video from a cyclist who, on the right, shows police detaining a man just outside the Naval Observatory. Tonight, MPD confirmed 31-year-old Paul Murray of San Antonio was the one arrested. And in a regional criminal intelligence bulletin obtained by WUSA 9, officers in Texas warned law enforcement in the district that Murray, quote, has been experiencing paranoid delusions of people, mainly the military and government, being after him and want to kill him. He recently purchased an AR-15 and may have it in his possession. The police report shows Murray had an AR-15 semi-automatic rifle, 113 rounds of unregistered ammunition, and 5 30-round magazines. The intelligence bulletin notes Murray texted his mother saying he was in D.C. and he was, quote, going to take care of his problem.
It's a guy on a bike. They detained a guy on a bike.
Vice President Harris was not on the property and is living at Blair House near the White House until observatory renovations are finished. The bulletin notes Murray went to a Texas police station in October, telling officers he was discharged from the Army due to schizophrenia. Law enforcement also highlighted he was a drone operator whose service began in 2010 and ended in 2014. Police confirmed they found the ammo and the weapon here downtown. MPD said the items were in the suspect's car, and Lorenzo, the suspect, also had a welfare check 2 weeks ago with Texas deputies. Lorenzo?